The new Legal Trends report is out. And if you're a small firm owner, there's one thing you need to hear clearly. AI isn't a future trend. It's now one of the strongest signals of law firm growth. In today's episode of What It Means, we're breaking down the key insights from this report, and more importantly, what those insights actually mean for your firm. So let's get into it. Every year, the Legal Trends report shows us how the legal profession is shifting. But this year, it tells a different story, a story about capacity, velocity, and the rise of the AI-driven law firm. Now, I sat down with Joshua Lennon from Clio to unpack the 2025 report. And in this episode, I'm pulling out the parts that matter most for you. No jargon, no chart overload, just the practical meaning behind the findings. Insight number one, AI use is already everywhere.
So AI use remains incredibly high. Across 1,700 legal professionals that we surveyed, 79% of them are saying they're using AI within their law firms. Interestingly, we saw a flip this year.
Okay.
More lawyers are telling us they're using generative AI like ChatGPT, Microsoft Copilot, than are telling us they're using legal-specific artificial intelligence.
One of the headline findings is simple. AI adoption is incredibly high. 79% of legal professionals say they're already using AI tools, and more of them are using general purpose tools like ChatGPT and Microsoft Copilot than dedicated legal AI platforms. Now, why does that matter? Because the first wave of AI adoption isn't about replacing legal work. It's about reducing the friction around legal work. Drafting, editing, emails, client communication, research starting points, all these things that eat your time. And this is the foundational truth of the AI-driven law firm. AI doesn't replace lawyers. AI replaces the work that keeps lawyers from being lawyers. Insight number two, AI is making work easier and more accurate.
And what we found is lawyers are definitely seeing improvements. They're saying it actually saves them time, right? The administrative stuff.
Right.
But interestingly, the next highest benefit was it's increasing the accuracy of their work. And when we are bombarded with like daily stories of lawyers who are submitting hallucinated citations in court, right? That was not actually a response that we expected, was that increased accuracy.
Yeah. The second major finding, lawyers aren't just saving time, they're reporting higher accuracy in their work. Now that surprised me, but it makes sense, right? AI helps create cleaner first drafts, clearer summaries, and more consistent starting points, which means fewer mistakes and faster revisions. And the report also shows improvements in cognitive load, work-life balance, and stress levels. So for small firms, these aren't abstract benefits. They directly impact burnout, quality of work, and the sustainability of your practice. This is the emotional reality of the AI-driven practice. Work gets lighter, not heavier. Insight number three, firms using AI widely outperform.
Employees in these law firms telling us that they're seeing a reduction in busy work. They're feeling empowered to handle more complex work. They're seeing better work-life balance.
Okay.
They're seeing less stress, again, because they feel empowered. And they actually feel like they want to stay in the jobs and the roles that they're in, rather than what we see kind of like this cycle of hire and churn and hire and churn. And so huge benefits to these law firms. Well, 36% of firms that have adopted AI say they're seeing positive impacts on their revenue. 11% said it was significant positive impacts on their revenue.
Here's the stat that should make every small firm owner take notice. 36% of firms say AI positively impacted revenue. But among firms using AI widely, that number jumps to 69%. Now that's almost double. And it tells us two important things. One, AI increases your team's capacity without adding headcount. And two, consistency wins. Firms that build AI into multiple workflows are pulling ahead of firms that dabble. This is the difference between being AI curious and being an AI-driven law firm. The advantage compounds. Insight number four, productive firms are gaining velocity.
But the people who said, yeah, we are wide adopters of AI, 69% of them said that they were seeing positive revenue impact. So the more that they were kind of leaning in and utilizing the tool, the better the financial impact was for them.
The longitudinal data in this report shows something important. Growing firms aren't just working harder, they're working with more velocity. They're increasing utilization, handling more matters per lawyer, serving more clients, and nearly doubling revenue over 5 years, all while keeping headcount nearly the same. Velocity doesn't come from grinding harder. It comes from removing friction. And that's exactly what an AI-driven law firm does. It shifts your team's work forward faster. Insight number 5. AI is making work happier.
What we found is in growing law firms, they're handling way more on average matters than just the rest of stable and shrinking law firms. It was something like 30% more for solos and small boutique law firms.
Okay.
The average jumped from 52 to 70 new cases a year for just a small boutique law firm. We actually saw 130% increase in productivity and a 40% increase in accuracy. Actually, wait, switch that around. 130% increase in accuracy and a 40% increase in productivity for the task where lawyers were using AI. So not only was it less stressful, you were actually faster and more accurate using these technologies.
This year's report included a neuro study measuring emotional response while lawyers used AI tools, and the results were unexpected. AI didn't increase stress, it increased positive emotion, happiness, excitement, focus, accuracy went up, productivity went up, cognitive load went down. Your team isn't fighting AI adoption. They're ready for workflows that feel simpler, smoother, and less mentally draining. This is where the AI-driven firm shines. It improves the human experience of doing legal work. Insight number 6. Client expectations are shifting. Clients today are more open than ever to their lawyers using AI behind the scenes. They want speed, they want clarity, they want value, but they still want a lawyer at the center of the matter. The AI-driven law firm doesn't remove the human. It makes the human lawyer more responsive, more efficient, and more effective. That's the difference. So what does the Legal Trends report really mean? It means the AI-driven law firm isn't a futuristic concept. It's what successful small firms are becoming right now. And if your firm wants to start moving in that direction, if you want clarity on your next steps and a realistic plan, check out our AI readiness package, link in the description below. Or if you just want to learn more about artificial intelligence in law, or generally running your law firm, like and subscribe to our channel. This has been What It Means. I'll see you in the next one.